All right. And we're back live. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Fernando and I am from hippodesign.com, .studio, sorry. And I am showing my process, I'm sharing my process of creating my next Framer template, which is an e-commerce template based on Framer Commerce. And yeah, I'm just building it out, sharing how I do things and explaining a little bit of the process. So let's hop right in. If you haven't yet, check out my current template at hippodesign.studio, not .com, .studio. And this one's going to be there very soon as well, as soon as it's live. So last time where we left off is I was working on animations. We built out this really nice hero interaction where we have basically the slider here that kind of animates between each of the slides. And on first load, then we have this different animation for the hero, which is basically our first slide. And yeah, now I want to go ahead and continue animating the rest. I just noticed one thing here as I'm reloading this. Our first one, it's not automatically switching to our next slide there, which is something that we do not want. So it should be, it's actually the same transition as this. So it's on appear, delay 0, and set the variant. So actually, no, it's not a delay of 0. Delay of 5 seconds, because that's the time that it takes for the actual transition to happen on the little navigation here. So let's just check that it's working. Beautiful. And now it should cycle through. Just one last check there. And there we go. Cool. So I'm still waiting for the fix here on the search and cart components from Framer Commerce. While that's happening, let's just go ahead and keep working on the rest of the page. So for this section, I think we're pretty much okay. Just right now, it has this nice interaction there. I do want to animate this one somehow though, because it's, for now, it's feeling a little bit too static. And it's an important moment. It's like the featured product kind of card here. So let's see. See how that's feeling now with what we've got. So I'm going to animate the titles to a text per word. Actually, let's see that. Curious why it doesn't seem to do anything. Let's see. I'm gonna refresh. Sometimes the Framer preview bugs a bit, and I find that I have to like even possibly reload the project. So let's see here. Yeah, I'm just gonna close and open it back up again. That should get rid of the issue. All right, so let's see here. We definitely don't see that animating in. Maybe it's because of the structure there of how this is set up with the fixed. Let's see. Do like a 0.8 instead. Maybe that's gonna change it. Yeah, definitely don't see it working. It's pretty weird. Per word, let's do a delay of 0.5. Let's see if that helps. Yeah, I'm not really sure why. And check out the live site just in case to see if there's anything that could be happening here. That's pretty odd. Let's have like let's do a layer in view. Maybe that's it. Yeah. All right, cool. That's fine. So per word. So we can go a little faster there, just like a 0.5. And this one can just be can be a I want to just do a fade in. Still do have a delay there, so maybe this one should as well. No bounce, delay of 0.52. So let's see. For the images, we do want to have like some kind of effect. Let's see. Let's do a layer in view. Scale in. Just to see how that feels. Yeah, just a little bit too fast. More like a 0.6. Actually 0.8, and it's gonna be a scale from 1.2. I'm gonna just copy over. Okay, perfect. Sorry, so 1.5 or 1. Let's say 1.3, and I want to do like 1.2 seconds. This I'll just copy over. And I wanna go ahead and add, it's like a mask, but it's basically just a frame with a clip on, just so that this way we can have a masking effect when it's scaling. Let's see. Cool. And now our radiuses actually should be on all the parents instead. So let's go ahead and add here radius of 10, and here also a radius of 10. We'll remove the ones from the images. Maybe it doesn't really matter that much, but I want to make it nice and clean, so Sorry. Cool. I think that should do it. Yeah, that animation feels a little bit off still. It's more like I want to do something really subtle. Let's see. We don't want any delay in this case. Okay, so maybe actually let me try that, because we don't really need any kind of real easing there, to be honest. Let's see. Just of course ease out, but it's working well. I wonder why that just replayed, but I guess it's just a framer bug. That's not what I meant, by the way. Replayed like without moving the screen, because it shouldn't. It should replay only once. Okay. We'll do the same effect on this heading there. Here as well. And this one will just be like a fade in from the bottom. Slide in bottom. Go ahead and add. Have a smooth scroll component with Lennis. I'll do that in a moment. But I wanna feel the scrolling that's gonna happen, because right now I'm using a mouse with a mouse wheel, and it just doesn't do the smooth scrolling by default, unfortunately. Let's trigger layer in view. We don't need to replay it. Yeah, where's our thing there? Scroll animation? Oh, it's an okay. Let's try this one. That is really odd. Why is it not doing anything? Scroll animation, slide in bottom. Opacity of 0 is fine. Don't need any bouncing. Maybe like a 50. 80. It's quite weird that this one doesn't do it. Yeah, now I don't really want to have the delay here, actually, because it's feeling a little bit slow now. Now that I figured out how to make it work. Yeah, no delay. There we go. Beautiful. And this one's gonna just slide up from the bottom. Up here, I want to do a slide in bottom. Yeah, still don't get why it's not triggering, but that's okay. Don't replay. Beautiful. Very, very fast. And definitely no bounce. Okay. See how that feels now. Let's cut it by half. Okay, cool. I do want to have this effect on maybe all the images actually. So let's double check here. There. Do we have, no, we don't have. overflow set to clip, and there we'll add our animation. Okay. I actually like those cards like that, even though they're not supposed to look like this. And of course, we're missing our rounded corners. So we'll be set to 0, and here are 10. I quite like this layout accidentally, but I do quite like it. All right, let's check it out. I'm going to move it to the image instead. I think that should work better. Nope. Add a little delay just to see. Oh, yeah, also, this is way too fast. Animation is happening way too fast there, I mean. Might be a reason why we're not seeing anything happen. Yeah. It's definitely not where we want, but it's getting closer. Add our radius again to the parent. Zero it out on the image. And this one's going to be less drastic, so just do like a super slow thing. It's coming from 1.2. Okay, cool. It's coming down from way too far. Like 40 is more than enough. Maybe it's even too much already. We'll see. For a small element like that, I mean. It's a little bit too slow. This one now. I did exaggerate on that a little bit. Not gonna lie. It should be okay. Just gonna check our footer here. Let's see what we can do here with these lines. Actually, I want to maybe go ahead and add, because right now that's a border. With this color, it's a 20% of something that's close to or equal to the cream. And I want to go ahead and create a frame with a height of 1 pixel. And this one, it'll just be, it's going to be absolute relative to the one with the line. Yeah. It's going to start at 0 and go up to 100%. 0 right there. Beautiful. And on up here, I wanted to Just slide from the left. Something like that. .6. Let's see how that's gonna look. I'm gonna make it like, oh, actually no, I'm just gonna remove the border for now. It's way too fast. Like 2 second. Okay. If we have a border somewhere else here. Yeah, I think so. Cool, something like that. Now I'm just gonna do the same with, let's see, our containers here. Actually think I might change the structure a bit because I want, yeah, I want the right side to be like one thing on its own. So instead, let's just do this and this. Okay, so our logo comes first. That's gonna be a vertical stack. That one as well. And this will be horizontal. Cool. Here we'll do a fill on the height. Let's do like a padding of 180 bottom, maybe 210. 200 is fine. Yep. Now this is going to be the same. Fill a padding of 200. So line to start. No gap. Not any padding here really either. Set to fill on both. This one I want it to be a relative of, let's say, like 40% maybe. And inside everything just fills. We add a right padding of 20. Oh no, actually no, that's supposed to be stuck there. That's fine. This one I think also goes to fill. That's pretty much it. And this is our right and left. Cool. And now let's see, let's check out where our frame was. So this one, it's actually going to go ahead and expand, but towards the main container. Beautiful. Now on the right hand side, we want to have another one. So it's the growing line. This one though, it's going to be actually 1 pixel width and 100% on the height instead. And it's going to be 0 on the left and top. And the appear effect will be the same except for this offset being on the Y. Do not need it to be that large. Let's do something like a 500, maybe 700. Almost there. 800 is okay. Yeah. Cool. Now let's see, where is this border left one? We don't want that. And I guess here we also have a left and bottom. Cool. So we don't want that anymore. Lastly, another growing line there, except let's copy from this one because it'll be horizontal again. Anchor to the bottom, left and right, width of 100%. I think that should be it. Let's check it out. Cool. That's it. Now, I don't know if I want. Yeah, 2 seconds is a bit too long, especially for these ones, like the shorter ones. So I'm gonna drastically change the feeling by changing the easing and the timing together. Cool. Now here we want to have padding again. What is that? 20. So 20 on the left as well. Here, let's get like a, let's do like a staggered effect. So on a pier, slide in bottom. I wonder if I can change my default easing settings. Oh, 0.1 is too much. 0.05. And here it's going to be 0.1. Of course. 0.25 and 0.5. Too much. Let's do a 0.15 and 0.3. Still too much. All right, 0.1 and 0.2. Cool. Yeah. Now a little bit less movement, like maybe like around almost half of that. Cool. And our ticker can just come down, come up from the bottom. Not scaling. Maybe fading in. Yeah. Too fast. Definitely too fast. Like, let's see. All right, cool. We do have something now that we can kind of compare with what we had before. So let's just preview the whole thing. a little bit slow on there. I'm gonna change that. And those at the bottom, they should actually be in view trigger as well. Layer in view, no replay. Same here, layer in view, no replay. And the same here. I think that's fine. Let's see that. How that's feeling. We didn't trigger this one. I wonder why. Let's check it out once again. Oh yeah, and then of course our little lines there. They all should also be upon layer in view instead of being on a pier. Cool. Except they never triggered. Let's see why not. Oh yeah, of course, because they're too small. So they should, let's see, section in view, section footer. Yeah, for some reason it's not giving us the option to add a section there. So it definitely doesn't trigger those lines. So it's gonna be a section in view, no. I guess on a pier maybe? That's the only other possibility that I can see here. That makes sense with this. But then again, we don't really see that happening because it's too fast. Cool. Okay. Guess I'll figure that out, but for now, we are pretty much all right. I'm just gonna make sure that this ellipse uses the same color as our lines there. It's like this and 20%. Oh yeah, that's why. Okay, cool. All right. So I guess we can wrap it up here today. Basically done with our animations on the home page. I do want to make this a bit snappier. Let's do 1.2 again. It does feel too slow right now. That's perfect. Cool. All right, so let's wrap it up over here. We'll continue on the next one. Thank you very much again for watching. If you haven't, check out hippodesign.studio for my current template, and for this one very soon there as well. Follow me on Twitter, also Hippo Design Studio, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. This is fun.